Hello everybody, Bmerica here with another video for you. Today I am going to be playing survival living some more, and my first plan is to make a pretty big farm so I can start making plenty of wheat for these villagers. So off camera I made a hoe so that I can just quickly take out all this area, and I think what I'm going to do is see what's down here. Doesn't look like anything. So what I'm planning on doing is just kind of making it like an old style farm where it had the logs wrapped around the farm, and then there was just like a strip of water in the middle. Just because that would be a lot easier to farm and get everything out of the way. So right now I'm just digging out a fairly large area trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. So this will be 4, so my water stream will go there. And then if we go out another 4, it looks like we'll have to actually put some dirt in. So that'll be good for getting rid of some dirt. And we're just going to place these logs, and then I'm going to come across. Let me go see if I have an axe real quick. Alright, now that I have an axe, it'll speed up this process a little bit. And the plan is to just keep going straight across like this. And so that was the 5th one. So I'm actually going to put this one vertical just to mark where I need to put the water. And then we'll come over another 4. And now I have to go cut down some trees. So I'll probably get them out of the wild out here, just to keep a little bit of texture in the village. You know, one thing I was thinking about after running around the village for a while is I think what I'm going to do is kind of wipe out everything on top there, and then like cut a valley or a canyon through this through the hill in the ground, or through the hill. And I'm hoping that that will just kind of make it a little bit easier to get, number one, across the village, and I think that'll also help make it a little bit safer when you're in the village, just because then you don't have to keep climbing up the side of mountains and getting stuck on them and then getting attacked by mobs like I did last time. Okay, and now just digging out this side here. So on this side, I almost have everything, so I actually need to go up like this. That should be 4, which it is. And then we're just going to come across like this, and then I'm going to put dirt down after I get this log finished up. And then after that, I should be able to start farming. Alright, almost there. And I still don't have enough logs. It looks like there's quite a few creepers in the woods there. So I might grab a couple off this hill maybe. So I think it'd be a good idea to go ahead and light up the inside of this village, so I don't have to keep worrying about these skeletons and stuff spawning inside the actual village. Alright, well, he's down there, so I'm not too worried about him now. And I got supplies for it. So I don't know if they like extended the viewing range for mobs, because I feel like they can see you from so far away now. Alright, so now with those guys gone, I think I'm just gonna try to pick up one of these trees. So I'm gonna leave that one just because I like where it's at in the village. But these ones on the hill, I think I should be able to get rid of. So one thing I really hate about using like pure logs is how long it takes to get everything, because although there's trees everywhere, it still takes forever to actually like climb up the trees, dig them out, and then come back. So sometimes I don't like using the logs, but I feel like it always looks better. Alright, so now I'm just gonna put a couple torches down because there are way too many mobs spawning right around here. And I don't want these villagers to get injured before I can breed them. It doesn't look like there's any in the actual village anymore, any mobs, but... And now I got a creeper coming after me. And there went my logs. So hopefully I grabbed enough of them, but I'm going to make a sword to keep that from happening again. I'm making stone tools right now just because I'm not too worried about using up my, or I don't really want to use up my iron. Because right now there's not really too much that I have, and there's not really any supply nearby. So I'm just going to save that up for a little bit, you know, get village looking a little bit nicer. I think that might be a zombie villager. So hopefully these two, yeah, these two guys are still okay, so I don't have too much to worry about yet, but I guess they haven't really fixed the squids coming out of water and getting stuck and dying, but I guess that's not too much of a bad thing, because it's really nice to how easy it can be to get ink whenever you need it. Alright, so we got that all wrapped around. So I think I'll have to go get some more dirt. I might have some in my chest, but I'm not too sure about that. I feel like there's a lot of skeletons spawning around here. I don't know if they like change, like certain areas have different spawns or spawn rates for different things. Because there's 3 skeletons over there and a few creepers. I guess it could just be like the actual, that's just where they spawn, but it just doesn't seem too random. Alright, so I do have some more dirt, so I can go ahead and put that in the field, and then I'll be able to start digging it up. You know, I probably could have just dug out the middle, and that probably would have given me enough, but this way it's not in the chest. Alright, so then I just need to dig out a line right here. There's also some clay in this pond, which will be nice later on if I ever need bricks or anything. I usually don't build too much with bricks just because it's terrible trying to build with them, but every once in a while you can get some details or something on a house that bricks really just bring out. Okay, so doesn't look like I made a bucket yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and make one now. And then I will go ahead and fill this in. So first thing I always do is make a spawn point for water, just so then I know that I have water, or like I don't have to keep going back to my water source, making an infinite water source in the actual river, or in the whatever you would call this, the water hole, I guess. Alright, so now what I can do is use the hoe and just rake all this up. So I gotta get rid of these leaves first. Getting everything fixed up. I'll go ahead and hoe the area, and then I should be able to start producing plenty of wheat for bread. And I think I also have to make beds. I was looking around, and I think that's part of what you have to do in order to get villagers to actually breed. Otherwise, they'll just kind of look at each other and steal your bread. I think I'll also put a little bit of fence around these, this farm, so then I don't have to worry about mobs jumping in it. And now I had to go find some more seeds so I can actually dig up most of the plants that have already grown. Alright, so 39 I think should be enough. There's not that much more to go. And it looks like I missed one up there. And then I'm also planning on putting a few more torches down. Either that or just put a few on the fences whenever I put those in. So I have some oak wood. I can make some fence out of that, so I think that's what I'll do. I'm just going to make a bunch of it because I'm not too sure how much I'm actually going to need. Alright, so starting off with 27, let's see how far that gets us. So I'm thinking about placing the a gate right here in the middle. It was either that or at one of these ends, but I feel like the ends are kind of out of the way, so I'm going to avoid that. And it looks like that covered about half of it. Alright, so let's make sure this is actually in the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I made it an even number. So I think I'll just kind of off-center it just a little. And then we'll get the rest of this fence filled in. You gotta be kidding me, I'm one fence short. I'll go ahead and make that and a fence gate, and then I'll be back. So I'm actually out of oak wood, so I gotta go dig up a couple trees, or chop down a couple trees. So after getting these few pieces of wood, I'll head back over there. For as much oak as I cut down earlier, I think I would still have some. Alright, now I got my fence gate and the last piece of fence, so I can put those down, and now we have a completed farm. So now what I'm going to do is light it up. So I'm thinking just going like every 5, so then it kind of matches this backside here, but that won't really work on the front. So maybe 1 on each side of the gate, and then 5 more on this side, and then just kind of balance it out on this side. So I go 5 from each of the ends. I think that leaves 5 in the middle too. So yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. And that should keep it well lit. And now I'm debating on either just putting like an acacia fence around this side of the village just to keep these 2 villagers safe. I think that's my best bet, because that'll be cheaper than building a wall. I actually have enough cobblestone, and I think I'm just going to build a cobblestone wall kind of around the village. And I'll make this wall look better after I've kind of settled in and got everything worked out, but for right now I'm just gonna do a really simple wall. I don't remember if walls are 1.5 high or not. I guess I can see. It looks like they are. Yeah. But I kind of like the banisters on the bottom, and then just the solid on top. Plus, then that gives me a little bit of wiggle room on having to remove all the blocks in front. So the only thing I have to actually worry about with these are the spiders that can climb up them, but I'm not really too worried about spiders. And I think I had that side pretty well. I mean, they can still get around it and stuff, but this way they're at least held back a little bit. And I'll go over 3 and work the same thing on this side. And I'm planning on just kind of cutting across this river here. So I might go till about right here and then cut across. And then I will cut across. And I'll just build it over the water. I'm not going to build it through the water, just so then I can still kind of swim out if I need to. I guess that leaves room for drown to come in, but I'm not too worried about them. As long as I don't spend too much time in the water, it shouldn't be a problem. So I think just as like a defensive wall, that's not too bad. And then I'm going to go ahead and light it up. And hopefully this will light up the rest of the town well enough that I don't have to worry too much about it. Oh jeez. Whew. I thought I was going to have to refix that. And there's a creeper, so let's hope that he falls in there. And I guess that didn't do as much as what I was hoping. Made that hole just a little bit bigger. Is this an actual cave? No. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this up a little bit. We got some sheep flooding the gates. So it's nice having all these sheep around, because then it will be extremely easy to make beds for these villagers. Plus wheat makes a nice decorative block if... Alright, so I guess I'm going to have to put a door down or something. So for right now, I'm just going to put an acacia gate and surround it by 2 cobblestone walls. And hopefully that creeper doesn't come over here. He's walking this way, but I don't think he's seen me. Alright, and that is the entrance to this side of the village. I still need to finish all that wall over there, but I think that it'll at least keep enough of the mobs out that I'm not too worried about it. I'm not sure if I used all my torches or if I dropped them somewhere, so let's see if I have any more. Doesn't look like I do, so I must have used them all. And it looks like the farm's growing pretty well already, so shouldn't be too much longer before I can start digging up and making some bread. So we're just going to toss down a few more torches on this wall here. And I'll stop it. Well, actually, this keeps going, so I can put a few more down at least. I think that should be enough for now. I'll have to light up near this water here. And probably some more on the other side of, so on the side of the mountain, but I'm not too worried about that yet. Because I don't think mobs will really spawn too often up here. Most of them will probably be like zombies and stuff falling off the top of the hill. So let's just put a couple torches up here. Alright, and now I just need to see where the villagers are. There's a zombie going over there, so I'm thinking that one of them are over there. I'm really hoping they didn't die or get stuck somewhere. So we might have lost all of our villagers. I definitely do not see them, but I also don't see any zombie villagers, so I don't think that I don't think they're dead. They were up on the side of the hill, but they're not. There's nothing up there anymore. So that's a zombie. Jesus. So I guess if zombies stay in the water for long enough, they become drowned. There's a lot of salmon. I guess they swim in schools. Alright, so let's go up on top of this mountain and see if that could be where the villagers went. Oh, they also could have cut through since I put that tunnel in there. So I'd wonder if they were able to use that. I'm not sure where the tunnel even was. Thought I dug a tunnel. There it is up here. I'm not seeing any, but they could be down in these houses. Either that or up on the top of these mountains, or up on top of the mountain. No one in here. No one in here. Looks like there's also a little bit of the village over here. I guess it's just kind of going up the side of this hill here. Nothing too impressive. I know there has been problems with villagers despawning, but I thought it was fixed specifically in single player worlds. Unless they got replaced by those 2 llamas, but I don't think this is like Emperor's New Groove or something. Well, I guess that's the end of this village, so guess I might either search for a new one or just build up around here. Use what's left of the village to then maybe move some villagers over here after I get it built up a little bit. Alright, well, with the disappearance of our villagers, I guess I'm going to end this episode, and then maybe in the next episode we will go adventure for another village or just see what else is nearby and what kind of resources we can find. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the series.